Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. Trying out something a little bit different today. I know over the past couple of days, I think we did more Train Sim and some of Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares I think I'm probably going to save the next kind of episodes of that for October. Probably makes sense to play stuff like that through October. But I wanted to crack on with City Skylines and have a game that, even though I'm playing it in sandbox mode, you've still got to be quite strategic. You're building something from scratch. Chosen an interesting map with the amount of lakes that are in here. So, in terms of planning, like road layouts and transport hubs will be. Luckily we have this railway line that's kind of been put in for us already, which kind of takes us from this side where the highway is, and then we'll come all the way round to just over here. So I think when it comes to placing our main lake city, I think it'll be over here somewhere. Hey man, how are you? Thank you very much for dropping by. By any chance, are you streaming later on as well? Right, first things first, I'm going to start off with flattening some of these areas where it is just like very random small hills, which isn't really ideal. When you're placing down like buildings and stuff, it can make the layout for it pretty weird. This area over here, okay, that is quite high up. But oh, interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, of course. Sorry, I completely forget that you're from the US. I mean, like we have like very small theme parks here compared to what you've got out there, and some of them do their own version of like Horror Night. But I imagine at Universal, that's going to be quite cool. When is it that you said? The 25th and 26th of October? Well, yeah, that's a bit of a stupid question, isn't it, I guess, because that would only be in a couple of days. And I'm going to assume with it being horror. Whoa, I would stop by and check out if it was that easy. It would definitely, Oh, okay, it is this month. Okay. I actually would have expected it to have been, in October. Kind of like putting two and two together and thinking horror and Halloween. Does it run like from like mid-September until like just past October? Because I know that when it comes to like the horror stuff that they do here, most of the time that's how they do that. They kind of have it for like a month and a half. Also, that audio is extremely loud. Let's try and turn that down a little bit. That is... What would... I don't know how... that... Hopefully that's a bit better. That seems really loud in my headset for some reason. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I guess they kind of run it for like either side of Halloween. I would imagine though, like if you went there on Halloween itself, it would probably be like insanely busy. Right, let's get cracking with this. So I'm going to keep that straight and just it curves. Get rid of all of that curves round. Can I just double check as well if you are still in the chat? When I'm destroying is that like louder than my voice, or is it a good audio balance? Because like for me that is really loud. I just don't know if it's drowning me out or if it's a good volume. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Right. See, do you know what? It's harder starting from a blank canvas like this than I thought it would have been. So really got to try and think about where things go. So, if we've got our main railway coming down from here, I'm not going to make the same mistake as last time. Where are my resources? So, we've got some farmland there. We've got... No, man, it's appreciated. Thank you very much. So if you're getting breakfast, I'm assuming you like East Coast, because I think like the time difference is like kind of like, what's the time now for me? It's like just gone 2:30 p.m. So I know that like East Coast would be like 9:30 in the morning, 9:30 in the morning. I also think breakfast is a very underrated meal in my opinion. So many people skip breakfast and I don't know how they do it. I don't think I can... Well, I can do it. If I end up skipping breakfast though, I think I'm honestly just like one of the like moodiest people to be around for the rest of the day. Yeah, okay, yeah. I used to work in a company where we had a team in America. Hey, hello. What's with the Coca-Cola emojis? I feel like I'm gonna upset some people now. What one's better? Is it like Diet Coke, Coca-Cola, or Pepsi? Because I know which one I would be choosing, and I feel like it would upset some people. You've got to be one way or the other. And none of this, oh, Dr. Pepper. This is between Coca-Cola and Pepsi. I'm going to try and turn this into a bit of a cliff face. I'm going to carve this out. It's probably not going to look very pretty, but I'd rather this be completely flush. See, do you know what it is? I don't mind Diet Coke, but Pepsi is the one. I obviously know that there is probably a taste difference between the one that we have here in the UK and out in the US, but like Pepsi Max is an elite drink. It's straight out of the fridge, condensation on the packet. You can't go wrong. Yeah, man, Pepsi. Pepsi is so good. Also, I really should have thought about this before I started the stream. So, I am very sorry for how boring this is so far, because all I've done so far is moulded the side of the hill. I haven't 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 really got to the point where I've actually started putting things down yet, which is not great. But trying to smooth all of this out so that it's not like trying to build mines on the side of a really steep incline. Because unfortunately, with not being on PC, I don't get all of the tools and mods where you can like really like sculpture stuff. Yeah, see, I'm not a big Dr. Pepper person. My partner absolutely loves Dr. Pepper. I've just never been able to get on with the taste of Dr. Pepper. And again, the thing that definitely doesn't help as well is that there are definitely going to be taste differences between like our ones and the ones in the US, because over here in the UK we have something called a sugar tax. So most of the drinks that we have here are sugar free, and the ones that have got sugar in them probably are completely different in terms of like the ingredients list and stuff. It's the same for like us, like even for like European stuff, like Fanta and all sorts of stuff is completely different here. But you go to like mainland Europe and it's amazing. We don't really get the best options when it comes to drinks. When it comes to like working on emotes and stuff, I am clueless. So I mean, like, good on you for like changing some of those. I actually wouldn't even know where to start. As silly as it sounds, really, I think this is like one of few streams I think where I've actually had like my mic on. I'm still kind of getting used to, I guess, like almost kind of like annotating what you're doing whilst you're playing. This kind of game is perfect for that though, because I'm like constantly doing stuff. I guess when I'm playing like a lot of like the train like stuff that I do, there's not too much you can say until it goes wrong. Yeah, that makes sense. I use YouTube for like storing, like almost using it as storage really, for like the Twitch videos. Because at the moment I don't have Amazon Prime, so I think my videos only stay live for like a shorter period of time. So I just tend to save the videos, like upload them to YouTube and put them in the playlist, so then like they're always there, and I've always got kind of like a history and a backlog of like all of the streams that I've done. I don't know how much longer, like if you have Amazon Prime, I can't remember how long it like gives you extra for like your like VODs to stay on your Twitch channel. I must admit, I'm probably one of very few people that doesn't have Amazon Prime, but I don't really watch a lot of TV or like series, so. What? You had someone with the courage to like to whisper to you and just call you out and be like, you're like one of the worst people I've watched. I rate the confidence of someone actually giving like a message to someone like that. But whenever you see messages like that, I generally don't think I would know what to say. Like, would you just reply and be like, "Thanks for your feedback," and just leave it? Right, I think we are going to be okay like this. Yeah. Good on you, to be fair. Like, if someone's going to be like stupid and make comments like that, just got to wind them up even more. And the irony is the only reason that they're winding themselves up is, well, I guess if they're being spiteful, it's on them, right? I'm kind of doing a thing now that I didn't really want to do too much of. Can I? Because I don't want to make that look like a completely flat wall. That come on. There we go. So the only reason why I like wish that I had a PC sometimes for like games like this, definitely like far more of a console person, but when it comes to playing games like this, the amount of tools and things that you can get for like games like City Skylines, it is really frustrating. Because even like all of the tools where you can like change the way the traffic changes lanes, because the amount of times that you see in this game that like traffic doesn't use both lanes to make like a turn, or the way that they use like the motorway, or like the freeway as you call it in the US. It's one of the most like, it's very strange. And City Skylines 2 is still not on console. I think we're still waiting for a release date because of all of the things that they're trying to fix with it. And unfortunately, by the sounds of it, I don't think that PC players are having a good time with the second one anyway. So do you find if you don't stream for a while that it really has that big of an impact? Because I guess, right, you're in some respects YouTube and Twitch being the same kind of thing, right? You got to feed the machine in some respects to get stuff out of it. But it is Twitch as like bad as YouTube would be for that kind of thing? Because besides like the kind of like shorts thing now, which is like taken off obviously because of like TikTok. Yeah. Like, do you know what the weird thing is, right? I guess if you lose followers, I guess this is hopefully like a positive way to think about it. If you lose followers because you haven't streamed in a little while, you've probably lost followers that didn't really like want to be there in the first place. If you've got people following you and you haven't streamed for a while, they'll be the ones that will stick around looking forward to when you stream again, right? So I guess you probably notice it more whilst the numbers are like lower. Obviously, people that have got like millions or like hundreds of thousands of people, you're probably not going to notice it that much. Yeah, I mean, if people are like, if people unfollow, they're almost doing the cleaning for you in some respects, aren't they? It's, I guess it is. It obviously has like a bigger kind of impact in terms of if you're like a much like smaller streamer or like just starting out, like I think like most of us are really. Um, it's just one of those things. Yeah. Right, so all of this here, I need to be strategic about this. So I'm going to build that there. What am I doing? In the wrong menu. There we go. So I need to build the road out from where that lamppost is, basically. You gonna let me put it there? Yeah, there we go. And hopefully, if I have this right, that road should... Have I built that road diagonal? Are my eyes playing tricks on me? So if I make that go like dead straight with the bottom of... Oh, I have. Okay, we're off to a great start. I can't build straight lines. So if I put that there. Right, so if I keep that going, get rid of that one on the left, that should now be completely straight and parallel with the side of that cliff. And now I'm there, okay. Now whereabouts did that... Okay, I need to come a little bit further over, so I need to be like there. Okay, we don't lose too much space from that. Ah, perfect. Right, that is exactly where I need it to be. So, bring that out to the top. Right, so if that's going to branch off, I need to make that a main road. So I was just having a look over the chat. Yeah, I guess it's probably natural to feel like that when you've got a bit of time away, but you know it could quite easily go the other way as well, right? You could probably have quite a lot of people that, when you end up streaming again and notifications and stuff come up, it could probably be the other way around, to be perfectly honest. Also, you said as well, didn't you, that you're streaming live when you're out there. So your channel isn't really going to be completely like dead and buried, is it? So yeah, man. It's very ironic because I'm probably not the most positive person. I think I'm definitely more of a pessimistic person than optimistic. But if you're still doing things and like tinkering away and keeping things busy, I don't think that there's going to be an issue. And like I said, it's very ironic coming from me because I am most definitely an overthinker as well. God, the amount of hints this game is giving me, I need to turn those off soon. I have played this game before. Right. Take that all the way up to the edge of the map. So, we need to make this our ore industry. So, all of our mining equipment realistically needs to go along that road. So first of all, we need to make a small area for our main buildings. I think if we take it out there and go for a... do you know what, I'm gonna make that go around that corner. Okay, so main building, workers' barracks. Can I fit a parking lot in there? Okay, I can put one there. And I think I will go for the barracks there. And maybe another one there. I think that's going to be... Well, like, the game obviously won't use all of them, but from a realism point of view, I think that that will be enough. Maintenance building. Again, I think I will create another side road. Where are we? So, maintenance building off of that. Come out. So, let's have a look. So, 96 tons a week. 64. Okay, 112. That's going to be a no-brainer. So, let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Carry this road on a little bit more because I'll probably end up lapping some of that round, annoyingly, after putting all of those down. We're going to move them again because I want the move that to there and then have that in line. There we go. So leave 2 gap, 2 gap, 2 gap, 2 gap, and 2 gap. Okay, so mining equipment done. I have been cheeky, I've unlocked all of the main stuff already. It's going to look extremely out of place putting this here compared to everything else, but this will suck up all of the pollution that's made by the machinery, which is quite handy. Oh. What way do I want this to go? There we go. Take that around that way. Create that as like a bit of a roundabout. Then yeah, I think we will. Very well said, man. I'm trying to remember the so is it comparison is the thief of joy, and it's so true. It really is so true. It's very easy. Like in my position right now, I have 42 followers, and already I'm like, it's very easy to be like, oh, I need to like be doing like all of this to potentially think about like growing, and you just take a bit of a sit back and you think, actually, you know what, like playing the slow game probably isn't that bad. You can take your time, you can enjoy what you're doing, and also you find more genuine people to interact with, right? Like look at like us three at the moment. You just end up like naturally finding like-minded people as opposed to becoming part of the, what would you call, almost like part of the system, really, so to speak. think I'm going to move that one over so they are back to back, as well as that one, and then have them have there we go. Right, I also don't want to make the mistake of having to move stuff too late. So I would like to give this a train station of some kind. The question is, what train station do we go for that gives it a bit of a industrial feel? So that's Metro. Yeah, 100%. And it's those kind of people that like egg you on, and they're there to support you when it matters the most. Yeah, 100%. So I'm in train of thought at the moment. So our main railway was. I'm trying to find where it was now. So, oh, technically, okay. So that was down in the bottom right of the map. The railway comes out here. Okay, so if this is going to be our main, like, I guess like the main city, like over here, and like maybe base it around like part of this lake, I would probably want to have like metro style stuff around the middle and central, and then like the outer parts of the map probably fed by a railway as opposed to a metro. Interesting. I don't actually know what to do with that. Oh, first of all, yeah, I agree with what you said there. But in regards to the game, I love this game. You can get lost playing this for hours on end, just moving and like tweaking the roads. Like, let alone like I haven't placed a single. Like, you've got all of these. If I click up on the D-pad, you have all of the categories of the buildings, like houses, commercial. I haven't even got to like any of that yet. But I've learned the hard way from like previous maps before, where I've built like loads of zones and then realised, now I need to put all the public transport in, and then had to delete like parts of towns to make way for like certain stuff. So I'm trying to think ahead a little bit more with this one, and put in like some of the infrastructure in place before I like basically do everything at once. And I've also built before where I focused on one area, then gone on to another, then onto another. I think this time round I'll probably have like 3 or 4 areas that I'll start to grow at the same time. But that's why I'm just trying to think now in terms of like, if all of the industry is down here for like the mining and the ore resources, do I give this a dedicate like a railway, or do I connect it to a metro? Major. So in like the first City Skylines game, in terms of like where you put stuff and the impact, I guess like It depends. So you can have like residential on one side of the map and commercial and everything on the other side of the map. As long as people can get to it and you don't have like massive backlogs of traffic, it remains like economical from that point of view. I guess there won't be too much of it to see now, but like at the bottom, I know that I'm in like sandbox, so I have like unlimited money. But you can still see at the moment it's minus $101. When your economy is working well, that would ideally always be green, and you'd be in the plus. One of the other maps that I got had on this, I've kind of like reached a point where I can't do much more. And I've got like all sorts of public transport in place. I built up like a lot of the zones, and they're flourishing, and I'm always in the positive. So like as long as things can get around, and you can sell products, and you've got the factories and stuff set up, you're laughing because they all feed themselves. So you can have farmland, oil. You've got all those different industries here that. And then you have the factories, and the factories will use the resources produced by your industries. And as long as you have functioning industries and they're making enough resources, that's basically what. So it doesn't matter where you put them on the map as long as they all work together, and you've got enough of each thing. The worst thing in this game is traffic. Like if you have like loads of like big backlogs of traffic, that is what hurts the economy more. But I think that's pretty accurate to real life, right? You have like loads of lorries stuck in traffic and they can't get to where they need to go. That is actually what costs you more money. But yeah, I have played this game for a long time and I do really enjoy this game. Right, that's annoying. I know that it's going to tell me straight away that this down here hasn't got any electricity. I saw, where was it? There was a lake that flooded over. I think it's returned to normal now. Make sure I haven't got any water spilling out anywhere, because that could be an issue. Right, put it back to... Yeah, so I'm already at minus 5,000, but it's because of all of the things that I've like kind of put down already before actually having like any residential buildings or anything along those lines. So I'm gonna start lining some of these roads with water pipes. Sometimes, yeah, it's actually a lot easier than you think to like miss things out. I think like especially in this game when it comes to public transport, there are so many times where like you realise for like, oh, like there's loads of traffic trying to get to this place. Could I have like a bus route? And there will be like one part that you overlook, and then you'll realise like after focusing on a different part of your map, you'll glance back over to it and notice that like, oh look, like every road around that area is just like completely solid. And that's happened to me so much. So that's why like this one, it really is like almost like nursing it in some way. Just like, okay, right, I've learned from my mistake. Let's not do that again. Right, I want to get a bit more control of that. So give me that. So the elevation step. Yeah, there we go. So I can put it up in smaller increments. So the next question is, I will need to have some kind of junction here, but I would also like the main road to flow under this, so it's not interrupted by anything. So I think we will put this, if I can, going to come on, give me the exact, there we go. So I'm going to put that there. No, I'm not, because that's doing that. I don't know. That is annoying. Want it to be nice and flush. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and not the final product at all, but I'm going to do that, so basically when you put like roads off of this, it doesn't change the shape. So I am going to jump in here and put that under here. Oh, I'm glad. But yeah, priorities are priorities, so you gotta do what you gotta do. But no, even if you're lurking, I still appreciate you. You're still watching it in the background. So, by all means. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I put that the wrong way round. God damn it. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Oh no, I didn't want to do that. There we go. Right, let me just double check. So I need to be going in that direction. But ideally I want to get as close to the pillar as possible. Right, so let me be smart here. If that is in the middle, we can get that passed over. That's not really achieving what I want to do either, because of how narrow that is. Right, okay. This is a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Right, if I put that to that, and I put that to that, that is directly in the middle, so is that one. But why are you going wonky? Why are you doing that? Okay, that is good enough. So, from there to there, and from there to there. Right, there we go. We have our have our motorway. So now I can take that to there, that to there, keep it going through a little bit longer. Get rid of these silly little bumps. And everyone's favourite thing, we can put a toll road in, because money. Turn it to 4, 4 and 4, then back to 3 lanes. Okay, right, I need to find a way to link that back in without being too sharp. Okay, that works. Okay, because of the gap, that's going to have to be a slightly deeper curve. There we go. Nice. Right, so we mainly have lakes, don't we? This is... Okay, so we do have water that's going to be coming into the city constantly. So on this bottom part here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, I don't know why I'm trying to put electricity there. And then put a... if I'm going to put the wind turbine there, get rid of those pipes we just put in, seal with a key. Can put our water down. There we go. So we have water supply, we don't have sewage. That will have to come later on. Definitely not going to be able to do straight away to like neaten things up. I'm literally going to have to draw all the way over here, which is not like this. It almost looks like I was like following under the roads. With electricity, do any of these buildings, I think there are some buildings that do actually generate electricity when they're working. I don't know if I have any of those just yet. See, electricity 1600 kilowatts. Is that usage of electricity, or electricity gives back. I'm assuming that that's electricity that it consumes. How do I... Oh yeah, so okay, so if it's power output, it will always be in green. That is good to know. Okay, we will come back to that. We're not quite finished with that yet either. Also going to need like water here because I need it to go to the tolls. Okay, so I'm thinking down here we need some kind of power. The most effective is probably going to be a nuclear power station. We do also have those solar towers. I think, just thinking in terms of like future proofing, it's going to cost a lot of money to hopefully if things start going in a good direction. I'd rather have both of them now rather than get later on and be like, ah, I need to find somewhere else to put it. Okay, so my plan at the moment is this highway. Probably going to be the main highway in the game. I'm actually going to move those tolls, I think, because I am going to... Okay, do that there, make that back to 3 lanes again. Because this, I think I will continue round to here and go under these lakes and pop up at the other side. Over here is going to be the main city. The road coming off of this is probably going to become like another like smaller highway that's going to come down and feed this area down here. And then these two that come off here are obviously going to come up and go towards the city side of things. But the tolls, like being smart about it really, the toll, rather than having it on like every single car that comes in here and it all backing up, I'll probably end up putting tolls on each of the ones that come off of this, which I think makes more sense. So, first things first, let's change these to highway roads. Okay, change that direction round, same for there. Right, this bit here, I need to make that, don't be annoying. I need to carry this on straight for a little bit, so that we can bring down the slit road from the roundabout, and then curve that in and go under the lake. I think is the best way to do that. So here I'm going to turn that round here, straight for like one of the things, and then want to make sure that I can make like the tunnel bit. There we go. So it's not like, doesn't look like a really steep gradient. Right, does that follow that round? Yeah, and then to there, and matching that, bring that up there. Also, before I forget, to make this a little bit easier for when we're doing things later on, just like kind of numbering it, so that would be east. Okay, just take that down into there, and then bring that all the way up until the very end, and I should rename the whole thing there. Can't rename that section, and then this one will go M1. But I need to think about that actually, because I know that it's like east to west there, but realistically we're going, it'll be coming down here, so do I want it to be north? Yeah, if that branches around there. North, and south. And then we can take that one all the way down into there. Okay. So, the next thing is how we get it down here. So, I don't want the highway to end here, but we're definitely going to have to put some kind of junction in. I'm using like this industrial road here. Thinking into the future, I probably want to have some room to build a dedicated industry area. I imagine that I will probably put that here, and if that's the case, I will build this out this way so that this can go towards where the highway will be, because there's no point putting the highway too close to this. So if we build that out a little bit further so we can swing the highway in this general direction, and realistically I think that we should have the roundabout on the ground. Is that, yeah, that's the biggest one. So if we have that there, I think this time round it's probably going to be easier to have the highway go over. Okay, like so. A little bit easier before actually doing this on the ground, so I can put that down like that, and then because it's not necessarily a major highway, at least not like yet anyway. I will put that down. There's... Oh wait, is it not high enough? 1, 2, 3. Okay, why are you not playing ball? Maybe I just need to do it like that then. Okay. Just to the other side there. And then that one just to the other side there, and then join it back up again. Okay. Just to stop this going a funny shape, am I able... Oh, well now that I know that that goes there, I can get rid of that, put that down there, and that back there. Okay. So... 1, 2, 3. Carry that on there. Carry that on there. Actually, I think what will be better here, it works that way as well, is I would probably have it like just one off of the ground. So if I can get away with one there, one there, and then that would carry on from there, and that would carry on from there. So it's... No, that was not my intention. One off the ground. So it's slightly elevated, so it looks like it has like a bit more of the barrier. And whilst it is such a small thing, annoyingly on the console version, if I was to put this down when you're doing the slit roads, you don't have an option to have any kind of barrier or anything around it. Whereas if I have it raised just by one level, I can have the barriers around the slit road as well. So I just tend to build them like just that one elevation off the ground, and it just ends up looking a little bit neater. Okay, same as before. God, I need to get that to go as far as it possibly can again. Why are you not working with me this time? Okay. Well, that's not great. Because now I'm left to, like, placing it down myself. Why is it doing that to me? That's really annoying. Will it let me do it on the other side? Let me get rid of you for now, because you're probably getting in the way of it. So that, okay, that lets me go on for so much further. Can I do, right, okay. How far can I take that out? So we take that out by 2. Bring that up. Bring that up. And back to 1 again here. And back to 1 again there. So I just need to remember it was 2 there. And 2 there. Right, we should be symmetrical on both sides. Please. And obviously we'll just need to sort out the direction in this bit later on. Think in terms of... Right, I know that bit there. Let's get this sorted now. This will probably end up going into some kind of commercial or residential area, so I will change that back to a normal road and split this into 2 joining roads onto the roundabout, because that usually ends up helping with traffic in general. So now I think the only thing we need to do then is taking this off of the highway. Right, this is the only part that is going to be incredibly annoying. It's just getting it to be exactly how you want it to be. I think annoyingly I'm going to have to do a bit of freehand in here, which is never the best. Put all of those back on. Are you going to curve round? Okay. Okay, so that one I will probably actually just keep as the 1. I think it'll be the same for this one as well, not to overcomplicate things. Okay, that can feed round onto that as well. And then same thing for this one, bring that in round there, curve that round slightly, and then feed that to 2 lanes. So now we have our junction for the ore industry and some of the other industrial areas. Nice. Now this bit here, again, probably going to be smart and make that a roundabout as well. Oh, the small wins. That was not planned at all. That is the perfect fit. Like a glove. Very nice. That was way better than I expected. Okay, 2-lane industrial road. Off to... Actually, sorry, need to get rid of that again. Please don't change the shape of my roundabout. I worked very hard on my roundabout, please don't change the shape of it. Right, so, if I do path to path there, I think it's going to be a smarter decision to go from there to there and there to there. Rather than having that as a normal road, we keep that as a highway for faster moving traffic. Then curve that into each roundabout like so. I feel this is turning out more into like a building highways tutorial really than putting anything specific down. But it is very helpful to get all of the roads perfect. Get rid of our dirt track. And then the same there. You can go back that way, and you can go. Oh, and you can go back that way. For that, I'm going to make 3 lanes there, and then 3 lanes there. So that can build up. And although it can cause some traffic, I'm going to put traffic lights at each of the main entrances and exits of that one, just so that cars don't end up blocking any of the entries and exits. And last but not least, put the sound barrier so it just seals off. There we go. Get rid of these bigger trees. We'll put some smaller trees in so they don't hang over the road. It is so loud, the noise that you get when you do that. Right, so dedicated turning right lane there, and then that continues up. Do I want to do this in a way where it progressively gets 1 lane wider? The only thing I need to remember for that though, is if I want to do this effectively, I'm going to have to do a 3 lane joiner on each side. So yeah, annoyingly, so like when you play this on PC, you can basically change this so it would force like all 3 of these lanes to go straight. Annoyingly, the way that this game thinks is everything on this right hand lane now needs to turn right as opposed to going straight and feeding all 3 lanes, which is it's really annoying when it does that. So if I change that to that and then go to that, it's gonna, yeah. That is... That is really annoying. I think we're just gonna have to keep it like that for now. I'll put that back in so it just gives it the same even road. And again, we'll kind of keep this. We're going to keep this fairly industrial down here, so We'll go back to a 2-lane here. And a 2-lane there. Okay. Right, so before we get too carried away with looking at some of the other places, we need to remember to join up that highway. But down here, let's make sure we get all of our infrastructure in for the ore area. So, output for that is metal, output for that is metal. I'm gonna put in the bigger infrastructure from the get-go, because this is going to be churning out a lot of material for the factories that we're going to put down. So I want to try and have as much output as we can. I'm being wary that a lot of the lorries that are going to be spawning and coming to and from these machines, it's going to be a lot of traffic that's going to be coming out onto that road. I'm probably going to make that a 2-lane road so that can feed 2 down there and 2 down there. I then want to, so this is the only thing. Do I want to keep it all in one condensed area, or should I spread it over this bit? I think for now just keeping it in this bit is going to be the sensible play, I hope. So we need, where are we, ore. So we've got metal and glass output. We've got sand storage, bigger storage, and obviously we've got our main warehouses. Now we do have our railway there, so bearing that in mind, we do actually have the option to put that there. Oh, that is not a bad shout, actually. That actually may be a very good idea. Ooh. I think this could have the potential to create a lot of traffic. However, right, let's have a go at this. So this bit here, we are going to need to push that cliff back as far as we can to the edge. Take that round to there. Take that round to there. And then I want to have a one-way road. Right. Don't be stupid, I want it to be straight. There we go. I'm pretty sure that's straight. I don't want that to go that way. I want that to go... See, annoyingly, because it's joined there, and get rid of that bit there, and that bit there. Take it that way. And then just need to make this a longer road for now. And then, which way do the train tracks come out? Okay, they come out on the left hand side. So, not quite what I was hoping for, which is a bit annoying. Really hoped they would come out on the other side. So, if we put those, we put that there. Just need to, well, I just have to turn that around that way. but it just means that when it comes to the railway track, we elevate that by 1. Did I say elevate or elevate? Elevate. There we go. I feel like I just tripped over my own words there. Right, I'm going to keep that on the lower level for now. Curve that round. And then bring that down. So, this bit here can feed directly off of that. What's the lowest I can have? Is it? It has to be 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That might be a bit too steep for that. How? Yeah, that's not ideal. Oh, I think that might be my idea out the window. Unless we move that further to the left. Right, let's carry on this road a bit further down. Move this further along. Also, let's make sure that this is zoned as all product. And that's up to the first, and then we can take that all the way around. Okay. So, if we take this round here now, and take that up to, is that a, just want to try and make that as smooth as an incline as possible. But I also don't want to make it an impossible angle for anyone that's turning left there. Because ideally, the exit would be there. And I know that I can put that down and create a crossing. It really just depends on how much this is being used. Because as soon as those barriers go down, the amount of traffic that's going to back out onto that. Oh, I'm just going to try something here for a second. Right, let's try that there. So that's in line with the back of like any of the other properties there. That goes up and comes down. Okay. That was better than I expected it to be. Nice. Right, and then Have that to there, round the back of the building, bring that to there, and then curve that round onto the roundabout. And then lights, 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 lights. Okay, that is that step completed. Carry on that down to there, and then bring that down to there, so it just covers that as well. And bring that down to there. So at the moment I'm just trying to kind of predict where I'm going to be placing the power station and the other stuff for the powerhouse that is going to be this like ore industry area. I just need to be careful about how much traffic I'm sending to certain like places. I don't want it to bunch up too much, but it's going to be pretty difficult not for that to happen when it's like condensed into this kind of area. So when it comes to metal, it was the kiln plant is the one that's got the most output. To stop like vans and stuff going like coming out to the middle of the road, I am gonna put that down there. And just to make sure that doesn't do that. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 of those. Place that down there. And that one down there. So I can put that there, that there. Right, I think it's going to make sense not to completely close off that stuff. Make sure that traffic has got like a few other ways to go. That is the bigger output for glass. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you know what, actually with this one, I think I might actually do a similar thing. But then I am going to close that one off and turn them around so that they join that bit there. And then that one there. And come on, stop being annoying. That one there. Bring that one round to there. And that one round to just there. So they're separated as well. Okay, that should be okay. Maybe with this one, I'll put that there. And not have that bit there. Do you know what? It's probably just going to be smarter, isn't it? Just to have it, give it multiple ways to go. So sand storage, ore storage, large storage building for storing the ore industry raw materials. A lot is used for storing the ore industry raw materials. Place that. Storage building areas. Okay. That's quite handy to know because we can potentially put those warehouses a little bit further down here. We can put them over here. I think realistically for the storage, I think I might have it come off of a road around here. We shall build a road that comes off here. And then bearing in mind where those pylons are, we will go like that. Just in case we want to put any like other buildings down in the future, we keep that 4 gap. And then this one, turn that into a straight road, so we've got a dedicated forward and right hand turn in. So we want to have 1, 2, this one here I'm going to take up to that, like so. Oh, why are you not letting me? Oh, we've got to like play that one a little. There we go. and then like to stop like the annoying people cutting in, make that dedicated area that way, and then that in line with that, that in line with that. Raw mineral storage. And then last but not least, we can have a fairly big warehouse there that is also ore products. Okay, take that to there. See if we can join that up. It would be it would be too easy, wouldn't it, if it was to be perfectly balanced like that. There we go, that works. Keeping it nice and even at the same time as well. Right, next up on the list will be the power station then. So, thinking about the power station, I will probably create a dedicated, like, a road slash area for that again as well. We put that there and bring that up a little bit more, because I also need to think about here fire station, facilities, all that type of stuff. So, can we do... I don't actually know how big the power stations are, so to make this symmetrical, I'm going to go 1 and 2. If I can, oh, that would be nice if I could make that symmetrical. Can I turn you around so that the chimneys are next to each other? No, I don't want you to do it that way around. Nice, there we go. So, I want that to be that way. We probably do want them to, the roads to wrap around. Because if anyone needs to get like to different parts of the building, they can lap around. Then we want to have a big fire station right there, and we can get an idea of the coverage. Okay, if I put that close to the main road, does that cover a bit more? Okay. So, fire station in there. Put that there as well. I'll tell you what, maybe we are probably better off just having, for the sake of making sure that everything is covered, we'll go for a smaller firehouse there and so a smaller police station there. When it comes to medical, centre, I will put that near the barracks, because it would probably be near the barracks. There we go. Where can I put that so that see, I don't have to put a massive hospital down. That's not really what I want to do. So I'll put that there, and then for like police and fire, we'll go for, again, I want to give it its own small road, because when they come out, I don't want them to get like trapped and have to like drive like all the way down like a massive road just to have to turn around at a later point so they can turn left or right when they come out. So we're going to go for fire, police station, and if I can, I think it lives under, yeah, there it is. So that counts as a small, actually no, I don't need that there, do I? Don't need that at all. Make a small little road there. Bring that up to here, down to there, down to there, there, there. Right, so everything in that orange area is being covered by water supply. Make sure that has got water supply. Definitely need to make sure the nuclear power plant has got water. That would not be very good. This is like, it technically is already connected, but just for the sake of like how it looks. Are they all on the ground? Yeah, they are. Okay, so go back that along here, and then I can do that one up there, that one up there. That's really annoying that that doesn't connect. So if I can, and one fits. No, that's one too small. Oh, yep, okay, lovely. So put that there, and then we can have a path that goes from there, just behind here, to there. From this one we can take it down to that road here, and then also we can have that come to there. This bit, take that down to the end, down, and to this bit, and to that road. So that gives everyone a path to get to that. Still haven't forgot about the fact that we need some form of public transport for this area. I want to keep that railway line separate to the one that we've got for our freight train line. And I'm just wondering where we can put the train station. It would be nice to have it near the barracks area because, again, that's kind of where people would be getting on and off. And we are pretty. I think I don't want to end up doing too much. So whatever line comes down to here, I don't want that same one to be here and here. I'll probably end up having like left, middle, right, and those three will kind of come up on their own lines because we're going to put a fairly big train station in the middle of the main city. So for now, I really don't know why it keeps giving me hints about the zoning. I know that I'm not doing that just yet. Slowly but surely get. Just noticed that was really bugging me. Why are you doing that again? What is that on a? Oh, I didn't even notice that. Flatten that down. None of those annoying hills. Right, whilst we're here, curve that around. Yeah, bring that kind of back up in line with. Where are we? Just there. That takes us up to there, right? Then to just trying to keep the gap exactly the same as it was before, and then how did? So that curves off to the left slightly, and then that follows that round to. Oh, I see. So we've got to swoop that around a little bit differently because of the way that it comes there. There we go. And there we go, we have that goes to there. Again, before we forget anything, let's make sure that we get our road in here. Always really annoying when you can't get like the exact like straight line that you want. You know, as long as I can get it kind of the same shape on both sides, I'm not too fussed. By the looks of it, it's like kind of like bends like towards the road. It's not the worst thing in the world. get that to there. Line that up there. That to there as well. I think that's the same. That there, so it's just one off. That is just one off as well. There as well, and bring that. Ah, okay, that's really annoying. No, that looks awful. Why? Is he going to do that to me on the other side as well? No. So why are you telling me that this is already occupied? Oh, now all of a sudden you just decided not to. Okay. Thank you, game, for your logic. And again, lights, 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 and lights. Okay, that's going to end up coming down here. So yeah, that's going to end up coming down all the way around here, like down to this side. And we'll follow that all the way down. So that follows that all the way around. That is really annoying that it's doing that. Okay. We go again. Avoiding that hillside then. So I think maybe we can't make as steep as a turn there as we want to. But if we follow that around and then kind of carry that on down here. Yep, there we go. And then turn these roads around all the way up. I'm trying to do this all in one big swoop. There we go. And those trees that overhang onto the highway, get rid of those for now. Okay, I think we've done quite well. We've got our I almost forgot. We need to put in that train station. So I think it's going to be better having like I said, the train line as opposed to having the metro. The only thing is, I think when it comes to the trains versus the metro, I think with the metro you can get a higher capacity, but it's only really going to, I think that's only going to make a big difference, like when we've got like lines around like the bigger parts of the city. So just to future-proof ourselves, we will put a small train station in. We will put that. Where can we put that? Because so we've got that there. It's going to come down, maybe feed this area here, and then come around. So I think realistically we should probably put that train line somewhere, I think somewhere here. Have a kind of a road that comes out of there, I think. Or maybe we take that down to there and then in there, so that we don't have like too much of a bottleneck there. We've got lights there, and we can put our train station. Kind of link that up with this road then, really. Link that there and have the train station. Where do we... I think we put it there. The only reason being is we can take this to the other side of the station, so that that side also has an entrance, and then the track we can put through. There, the crossing. Put in a railway car park. It's a very small car park, that, isn't it? To be fair, I guess there aren't going to be too many people using the parking. And yeah, just for show, we can put that small office building in. If I can get it straight, there we go. And that is actually a placeable building. Okay, we'll put that down there as well. Then we will have... Okay, so that is our ore area pretty much done for now. So in the next episode, I think we'll probably focus a little bit more on, I think sewage is the next important thing, and then we probably start to build in the first kind of part of the main city, so that whilst the ore area is coming to life, we can start bringing in some residential areas, and then also we've got our oil area over here, which I will actually just smooth out whilst we're talking about that. So we've got oil and forestry and farming areas to put down. And once we can get our factories down, we should start making some money. So, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, it'll be nice to see some of the support. And I'll also uploading these to YouTube, so if you did want to follow the entire series from start to finish of this series, you're more than welcome to do so, and I'd appreciate the support. Thank you very much, and take care.